I had it more or less right, and he looked up and he says, it was as if it was the conversation the year before. He said very grudgingly, he says, all right, he says, you are an animator.
I have power over people, though they may appear complex. For me, they fall like playing cards, and I control the depths.
Zigzag is an absolute bastard and treacherous. I mean, it's the standard classical evil Grand Vizier, but he's based on a combination of two people that I actually hate. And I didn't want to pour the hatred into it. And I always loved Vincent Price. I used to mimic him when I remember, Well, I can't do it now. It's better in the early morning. Anyway, I'm 100% pure ham, you see, Richard. And so I just love to work. Well, he speaks a bit like that, but it's much lower. Anyway, from St. Louis, a very peculiar accent. Anyway, I thought, if I can do Vincent Price get Vincent Price for the voice, because I've always loved his, whatever it is he is. And I thought, that if I can pump Vincent into these two creeps that I dislike, then I'll like the character, and it'll have more humor. But then I got him down into this sort of formula with this teeny little head, and it's really a vulture, you see, it's a bird. So we whip these big shoulders on him, which are completely, have grown enormously so far, and they'll obviously get wilder as it goes. He's very high up, and when I met Vincent, he's got enormously long legs, and he's way up there. You look up these legs at him, so I thought he's going to be like a marionette. And he's got several joints. He's got extra fingers and extra digits in every finger. And you'll see on the animation, it's 25 rings on each hand. And he moves like a puppet. And he's got 2 elbows, 2 shoulders on each bit, maybe 2 asses, I'm not sure. And all the parts are like cantilevered. So he's a manipulator, the master manipulator, so he himself is like a marionette, manipulating himself.
Destruction, Zigzag. My kingdom will come to destruction and death.
Be calm, Serene Highness. You must catch your breath. What dawn of disaster? Why speak you of death?
I've had a dream.
Hello, hello! What's today?
Hey?
An intelligent boy. Oh, a remarkable boy. What's today, my fine young fellow?
Today? Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day. And I haven't missed it. The spirits have done it all in one night. Well, they can do anything they like. Of course they can.
It's not a bunch of mechanical drawings. Otherwise, anybody could do it. You just sit doing one drawing. It's the way one drawing dovetails into another, how far it is apart and how you time it. That's the skill. And then you pump personality into it. It's like Fred Astaire saying, it's very easy. All I do is I put my feet in the air and then I start to dance. Well, that's what we do. It's very akin to what Fred Astaire does. Well, will a computer do that? A computer will join, you take a side elevation, a top elevation, and a side, and it'll turn it. Turn a battleship. Marvelous. We're not animating battleships. We're animating people who are pliable, plasticity, who react like people. It's personality. They can, unless computers develop personalities, in which case they'll take over everything, isn't it? So, but it's partly fed by reading in magazines over the years that the animator does drawing number 5 and drawing number 1, drawing 5, and number 9, and then a slave puts in drawing number 3, and another slave puts in drawing number 7, and then 2 morons put in 2, 4, 6, and that's not how it's done. Sometimes you work a production system like that, but each drawing, there are no in-between drawings. They're all important. We don't move at the same rates. We don't all move like King Kong. A King Kong could be beautifully animated by a computer. You've all seen that in animation. In comes the princess and kisses the prince, like that. Well, a computer will do that for you if you want a robot prince kissing a robot thing. But, I mean, people don't kiss like that. I mean, if you're going to animate a kiss, it's a pretty hard thing to do. You have to do it with great skill and feel. It's feel. That's what the hell I've been learning for 30 years. If it isn't feel and getting in there. Rembrandt, if he painted the man in the golden helmet, he might as well say, well, we'll get a computer to do that. Program it for gold, and program it for compassion, and program it for irony, and program it for texture, and program it for drawing. I mean, it'll do it. You know, what the hell? Well, animation hasn't got as good as the man in the golden helmet, but it could do.
My child, it is obvious to me that he is victim of the double whammy. Split interlink incantation with Newt's eyeballs.
It's not an artistic, it's not an, can I say artistic wank? It ain't. It's a full-scale thing, and it has to be, I mean, just to distribute the thief. I mean, he's got to make $50 million just to break even. So there's no question of doing it as like a little monk in the back room, even if we look like that. I mean, it's got to be a fully marketed blockbuster. It's a blockbuster film. It's got to be done like Star Wars or Lawrence of Arabia. That's what it is. And that, of course, is why it's taken us so long, because we've got armies to do. We've got that machinery and the cast of characters on a big scale. It's the mammoth ego trip of Dick Williams. Oh, it's complete. Totally.
Just about, except for one drawing, the link between what Gary was working on. That's
Right.
the one, yeah.
Okay,
And that's the
well-
only one.
Well, we can probably... Could you do that this afternoon?
Sure.
Let's test it
Okay.
first. Shoot it first, and then we can...
Are the hands okay?
I don't know. No, damn it. Well, it's the basket in between. You see how far apart? I've got 1, 2, 3. You've got many fewer ribs in the basket. Like there's 4 ribs and you've got 3. 4 ribs, 3. Then you go back to mine, it's 4.
I've got the spacing wrong, haven't I?
Yeah, but if you take it off the pegs, that'll
And
show
use the
you
one,
instantly.
the preceding one.
Yeah.
She's swinging
Dodgy.
fast there.
No, she's slowing up now, so these ones are very important. Right in here. I'll get that one right. If a thing's moving broadly, I mean, like Teddy will animate things through, you know, it's flying through the room. He's got them doing color tracing on a pot and pan that's flying. Nobody's ever going to see it. You have I mean, they'll never, but when things are close together, that's when you really have to work. Like the drawing, when the basket's at the end of its curve, you know, it's going up, slowing up. That's where you work real hard. And then when it's moving broadly, nobody's going to see it anyway.
So do you think it'll work on the fast movement?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's try the lip sync for a minute. Mystic Fuse. Show me the way.
Mystic Fuse.